Good morning, grade 1 students. Now this is the solution for the revision worksheet for the midterm. This revision worksheet includes Unit 1, Week 5, Unit 1, Week 5, and Unit 2, Weeks 1, 2, and 3. First, we're going to start reading the selection. The title of the selection is Dog's Tricks. Dog Tricks. Now let's start. Dogs can do lots of tricks. They can jump. They can fetch. They can beg. Most of these words are high frequency words, so you should face no problem in reading them. Let's continue. If you looked at the picture, you can see here that we have dogs. They are doing tricks, fetching the sticks or the ball, or even beg. Some dogs go to school. Dogs learn many things in class. They learn to sit and come. They learn tricks too. This is the first slide. We'll move on to the second one. This pup's trick is very good. What is her trick? The pup sits up when she wants to be fed. Now, be careful or pay attention here that we have possessiveness. I have apostrophe S, and here I have question mark. When you are reading, make sure you notice these things because you've already learned them before. Let's go on to the last paragraph. This dog has a bad leg. A bad leg here means a broken leg. If you can see, she has a broken leg. She must sit. She cannot do tricks. Moving on to the comprehension questions. Now we have to answer numbers 1 to 6 by circling the correct answer according to the story Dog Tricks. So again, if you have any doubts, like if you feel that one of the questions is hard, go back to the text, read it, and look at the pictures. Number 1, some dogs learn tricks. And then I have a blank. Is it A, on a walk? Is it B, at a show? Or C, in a class? According to the story Dog Tricks, we've read that some dogs learn tricks where? In a class. So we circle this answer and then write it on the line provided. In a class. Number 2. What is the pup's trick? What is the pup's trick? Is it A, she sits up, B, she naps, or C, she licks? So what is the pup's trick? Remember, we read about a pup's trick that is good, and that one was that she can sit up. Number 3. What can a dog with bad leg do? Bad leg means a broken leg. Is it A, she must do tricks? Is it B, she must sit? Or C, she must run? Well, a dog with a bad leg or a broken leg cannot do tricks and cannot run. So the answer here is B, she must sit. Number 4. What is the main topic of this story? The main topic, the main thing we're talking about, we always go and check the title. This is an easy way to find the answer. Okay, go and check the title, and the answer that is about the title, this will be the correct answer. Is it A, dogs can do many tricks? Is it B, dogs can go to school? Or is it C, dogs can sit and lick? Now, as you can see, we talked about this part and we talked about this part, but the main topic is both of them. It is A, dogs can do many tricks. Number 5, what is the genre of this story? Is it A, non-fiction, or B, realistic fiction? Now, if you looked at the lesson, you will see that it's more like they're giving us information about dogs, what can they do, and what happens if they get a broken leg or something. They are not actually telling us a story, a fictional story. So here we will say that the genre of this story is non-fiction. Why? Again, because they're giving us information about dogs. 6. Write 2 key details that tell about the main topic of this story. By finding the key details, you can refer to the pictures, or you can choose anything you remember from the story, any detail you remember from the story. Okay, for example, what do you remember? I remember that I learned or I read about dogs can do tricks. This is one of the details that I remember. Another key detail I remember is that there was a dog with a bad leg. Now, this is not the only correct answer. There are many other answers that can be correct as well. Let's continue. High frequency words and vocabulary. I practice reading the words below. You really have to practice reading these words and find out what they mean. Each of these words is important to know its meaning, okay? So let's start. So we have here jump, move, run, to. Again, help, new, there, use, could, live, one, then, 3, eat, know, of, under, and who. Who is used to ask questions. Let's start practicing them. Choose the best answer from the table above. We just read the table, and then write it on the line provided. I have pups. I have pups. So how many pups do I have? 1, 2, 3. So the right answer is 3. Remember, do not write capital letter T. This will be wrong. Number 2, my pups blank dog's food. So what do pups do with dog food? Of course, they eat it. Next, number 3, they in their dog house. So if you look back at the table, the best match is the word live. What do dogs do in the dog house? They live. Number 4, I like to play hide and seek with them. Hide and seek, this is a very popular game kids play, where someone hides and the other will start seek for him. until they find him. So again, I like to play hide and seek with them, with the pups. They hide the table. If you looked here, you can see where is the dog hiding. So it is the word under the table or under the desk. Section C. Circle the word that tells that something belongs to a person or a thing. Now this one here is an structural analysis. This part, structural analysis, is not requested, okay, for the exam. So you may just read it, revise it, but you will not be asked about in the exam. However, some of these skills in the structural analysis are also mentioned in grammar, just like this one. The word that tells that someone belongs to a person or a thing is what you have learned in grammar about possessive noun. Okay, so this is possessive nouns. When we use possessive nouns, we use apostrophe then s. This is an important rule you should always remember. Number one, the pup's trick is very good. Where is the possessive noun? It is the word pups. Number two, the dog's leg is bad. Where is the possessive noun? It is dogs. Number two, label the dog's diagram. Choose words from the box. You have the word back, leg, ear, eye. So number one, what is this here? This is the back of the dog. You have the same picture in your books, but it's for a cat. What is number two? It is the ear. It's a good practice if you just cross out the words that you use. This will make your work easier to remember. Number three, what is this on number three? So this is an eye. Cross it. And finally, number four, what is number four? This is a leg. This is the last word. Please remember, when you are doing the test, make sure you write the letters between the lines properly. Let's move on. Add ed to each word and then write the word on the line. When we add ed, this ed goes for the words, action words that already happened. Already happened means they happened in the past. Okay, already happened. How can I tell if an action word already happened? I just add ed. This will tell me that this action, it happened and finished already. It happened in the past. So I have the word help. All I have to do here is just copy them, help, and then I add ed. Number two, dressed. So dressed. And that's it. Let's move on to the number four. Read the two words and write the contraction. The contraction. This is also an important skill you have to learn about. We have number one, he is. How do we add the contraction? We smash letter I or cross letter I and put a comma, put an apostrophe instead. Let's write it. He becomes his. His. Let us, again, we cross the U, add an apostrophe. So, and then we write it. Let's. Circle the caption that tells you about the story. A caption, what is a caption? A caption is a sentence or a small description that give us information about the picture. It gives information about the picture. Let's read them. As you can see, we have a boy and a girl, and the girl is pointing to a butterfly. Number 1, Maya sees a butterfly, or Maya is a butterfly. So which caption is more appropriate? Of course, it is number 1. Maya cannot be a butterfly. Number 2, we also see a girl and she's picking up a fruit from the fruit dish. Number 2, so Maya eats an orange. Maya eats a banana. So which one is the right answer? Of course, it's the first one. She's eating an orange and she's not eating a banana. This skill is really easy and fun. Moving on. Add ing to each word and then write the new word. So we've learned that we add ing to an action word that is still happening. It's still happening. So add ing for action words that are still happening. Okay, so I have the word help plus ing becomes helping. Dress plus ing becomes dressing. That's all what you need to know so far. Let's continue. Read the pairs of sentences. Circle the sentences that have the same words used over and over. Now this one is called for the repetition of words. This one, we said that repetition of words is used in poems or in songs where they repeat some words to give it rhyme. Number 1, a fish is in the pond. A fish has fins, fins, fins. So which one has a repetition? It is the first one. Sorry, the second sentence. Number 2, a fish is in the pond. A fish can swim, swim, swim. So which one has repeated words? It's this sentence. Moving on. Okay. Use the word given below in a sentence of your own. Now this one will be asked in the exam, so this one is important. Okay, study it. Maybe not planting or planted or something, maybe one of the high frequency words. You will be asked to use it in a sentence. Planting. So answers for this sentence can vary. Let's make a sentence now. For example, you can just say I am planting. I am planting flowers, for example. Okay. If you have spelling mistakes, don't worry about it. You will not lose marks for spelling mistakes. Moving on to section D. Section D is easy and important. Easy plus important. Okay, you can get good marks by studying well for the phonics. Let's see here. Sorry. Read the words. Circle the word that names the picture. Look at the picture. What can you see here? These are grass. So grass, grass, crab, crib. Which one is the right name? This one. Number 2, I have this movement, okay, with the fingers. Is it a clap? Is it snap? Is it a grab? It is snap. Here I have a picture of a head, and I have head, had, hid. It is head. This one here, this picture, I have is it a drum, mud, or hot? It is drum. Moving on. Now, what's happening to the water drops here? Is it a spin, spill, or a drip? So this is the word drip is the best match for this picture. Here look at the picture. We have a number of hats. So which word here describes the picture? Is it tan, tin, 10? Of course it is 10. We have 10 hats. Moving on over here, what is this picture? Is it list, desk, or tent? It is a tent. Now look at this picture. If you can see the dollar sign over here, so this one tells us that this is a bank. It's not a lamp or a hand. That's it for phonics. Let's move on. Grammar. They say circle every noun in each sentence. Now, as you remember, nouns name a person, place, or thing. Okay. They also name animals, things or animals. Okay, this is really important definition. Now let's move on to number 1. I have the words dogs can do tricks. Now where is the noun in this sentence? Can is not a noun, and do is not a noun, and tricks so far it's not a noun. So which one here names a person, place, or thing? It's the word dogs. Moving on to number 2, the bread smells good. Which one here is a noun, which is like something you can see and touch? It's the word bread. Number 3, a hut has 1 room. Which one here is a noun? Of course, a hut, which is a small house in the woods. You've seen a picture. Plus, I have another noun, which is the word room. Okay, so be careful. Some sentences may have more than one noun. More than one noun. Okay, so this is an important note. Moving on, write the plural form of the underlined words. Keep in mind that most plural nouns end with s or in s. But, okay, nouns ending with s or double s or x, they do not just take s. No, we should add for them es. Okay, so let's start. Number 1, how many eggs are in a box? So this is the underlined word. They put es. Now let's look at the basic word. The basic word, it ends with g. It does not end with s or double s or x. So this one should not end with es, should end only with s. So let's correct it. So it should be eggs, only s. 6 ducks swim in the pond. Well, I have 6. 6 means more than 1. So more than 1, this one should be plural. How can I make it in plural? Do I add s or es? Now let's look. Does it end with s? No. Does it end with double s? No. Does it end with x? Also no. So it does not. So I cannot add es to put it in plural. I just add an s. Ducks. Last one, put the 2 boxes down. Now look over here. They put an s for boxes, whereas box ends with x. And I have learned that nouns ending in x, they take es for plural. Circle the correct possessive noun. This is really easy. Possessive noun, remember, means apostrophe s. Number 1, my pet's name is Sam. It's not pets. This one here with only one s means this is a plural, and I don't want the plural, I want the possessive. So I'm just gonna erase that and circle the possessive. Number 2, the ducks or duck pond is wet. Of course, the duck's pond. Whose name is Sam? Pet's name. Whose pond is wet? The duck's pond. Finally, we have the writing skill. Use the words from the box to give 3 sentences about dolphins. So in this one we have dolphins. Write about their habitat, food, and skills. Habitat is where do they live, food, what do they eat, and the skills, what tricks can they do. The words are given, it's really easy. You have the words see, live, tricks, eat, fish. So all you have to do, just make sentences. For example, this is the word dolphins. Put it in the beginning of the sentence because we're talking about dolphins. And habitat means where do they live. This is the word live. Live. You just have to add in the and use the word see. This is your first sentence. And number 2, food, what do they eat? Look, I've given you the keywords. They eat fish. Again, use dolphins in the beginning because we're talking about dolphins. And just add these 2 words. Eat fish. Dolphins eat fish. And full stop. We've used all these words. Last, what skills do they have? Dolphins. We've practiced this before. Can do tricks. And that's it.